What's up, y'all? So, I I sent out a message probably about 30 minutes prior to going live, and I won't do any drawing today. I'm going to do a studio tour, just so you can see kind of what I do in this environment. Two reasons for that is, well, maybe three, but one of the main reasons is my allergies are really kicking my butt today for whatever reason. And then I was up. I didn't go to sleep last night, so I've been up for quite some time, and I'm tired. I can feel me tanking really quick. And there was no reason. I just couldn't go to sleep last night. So, and then maybe three. Next week I'll be starting that the torso series. So, but honestly, I'm just really tired. So, hey Eddie, what's going on, man? What's up, Walt, Michelle? Man, the allergies, it's just, and my allergies weren't this bad since I was like little, maybe high school or maybe even middle school. Like, I hadn't had allergies this bad in a long time, so I don't know what's going on, but I've been popping Zyrtec D. That seems to keep it at bay for a while, but I still got sniffles and all that stuff, so. Yeah, it's just been rough, but I don't know. And it could have been the allergies too, why I didn't get any sleep, but I was just up working on projects and stuff, so. So yeah, I'm gonna switch the camera here. Hopefully we won't be that long. But yeah, just get ready for next week, because I'm gonna lean in pretty heavy on those torsos. So that's the door, right? And so I come in this way. So, and let me know if I go too fast. I'm gonna try and go pretty slow, so you guys don't get camera sick and stuff look like it's blurring. And I think most of you that follow me know I have a train layout. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of like start from top, meaning like the top part of the room, and then just go down to the next level and then down to the bottom level. I hope that makes sense. So I am going to grab a skewer so I can use that as a pointy thing. And so we'll start here. This is kind of command central, if you will. So I sit here. When I go live, I typically have my iPad kind of pushed back over here. And there's the other camera that you see my face in when I'm sitting in my chair. And then the phone that I have in my hand, I have a tripod type of deal that hangs over and it shoots down. And this is usually where everything happens, whether I'm drawing or building models or whatever is happening, like right there. But if I pan up a little bit, I got posters up there. It was, I think, my second or third piece in an art show. I didn't sell that one, so I just hung it to make it look artsy in here. And then I have all my paints that I use on a regular or right here. So when I'm sitting down, I can just reach up and grab what I need really quick. These are just acrylics that I bought from Michael's or whatever hobby stores out there. Everything here in the yellow caps, pretty much all this stuff here is from my sponsor, Ammo. They send me paints and thinners and all that stuff constantly, so I don't think I'll ever run out of paints again. I started messing around with a little bit of Warhammer, and that's a character from Warhammer. And my TV is set up on the wall over here. My computer, which is on the floor, but here's a monitor. It's actually it's called a Huion. And so I have a pen down here. I can actually draw on this monitor. And, but actually I haven't drawn on that monitor in a while, so. And again, let me know if I'm going too fast to where that looks blurry or whatever. But we'll pan around this way. I got some art on the walls from Marcus Williams. And in here, I just got, this is kind of my airbrush paints section. Airbrush thinner, cleaner, stuff that I use to mix brushes, paint with. I typically use Vallejo air. It just feels right. I think they thinned it enough to where it'll flow through the airbrush pretty even and not get all clogged up. And here's some stuff up here. David printed that out for me. He printed all these Bradleys for me a while back. So most of this stuff is just collectibles and stuff like that. And I'll pan around a little bit. And so up top here, I created this light box for the layout below, but it has quickly turned into storage. And so, I mean, literally just storage. I got trains up there, another helmet David printed for me, some models, skate decks. And yeah, it's just storage, honestly. A bunch of storage, because I don't feel like putting that stuff away like I'm supposed to. And then so if we let's see, what's that say? Zyra. Yeah, Claritin. Ugh. But if I come down one more level, now we're at the train layout level, if you will. So I have coined my studio having 3 levels. So I got paints on top, storage, layout, and then below the layout is more storage. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But this is the layout. I don't know if you guys have seen the full layout, but this is the yard. So when I'm running trains or doing operations, I typically hang out in this area and just build trains and then send the trains out and they just run in a circle. Sometimes I'll just run them and just sit there and watch them. It's very relaxing for me. Prior military, I have a PTSD, and I found that that's one thing that kind of relaxes me. So this is a city I've been working on called the Bowers, and it's like a Ready Player One / something, but the people that live here, and so my girlfriend's been writing a story about this too. Something happened to the earth, an event, and they have to build up. So, and this is what got me to get my sponsorship for my paints, is because in the railroading community, no one's doing anything like this. So I just meshed stuff together and just came up with something different. If we scroll on around here, I got some more stuff happening over there. An industry with, I don't know what I'm gonna do back there, but I was working on this for a minute, just trying to get most of it complete. I had a grain facility over here, so that's why there's grain cars, but I'm gonna do. Most of the ballasting is done, so I'm pretty set with leaving that as it is for right now. This section here is the main one I've been working on lately, and I'm trying to model an urban city type area where I grew up at. And so there's like a lot of older brick buildings and buildings that got clapboards on the side of it. And those people still live in those old buildings like that. So I wanted to try and recreate that. And I'm kind of just practicing here, right? So I start with pink foam, and that's just how you build stuff up in this industry, I guess. But then I paint it, make it look like it's real concrete. So yeah, I just wanted to get some city type feel of what I got going on over here. And that is pretty much it for the layout. And then the trains, they'll run across this, it's called a lift out. Just so when I'm done running trains, I could just lift this little section out and come in and out of the door. So if I back up a little bit, I added these curtains here to hide. There's just so much stuff under these. It's unbelievable. And I will show it all to you. Make sure nobody's saying nothing. All right, give me a second here, y'all. Do you still have the murder mystery scene? Sounds like it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. I'll share it with you the next time I see you. And yes and no. I kind of sort of have a murder mystery scene, but it moved to another side of the layout. So I'll need to pick that back up. But this is one side where I have a bunch of stuff, right? And if I move these curtains back, so one, there's my trash can. If I move this back, and all this stuff, it looks messy, but I know where everything is when I need to grab something. So I got gloves up here, and there's always an engine or something in here that I'm working on. Here I have, where's my pointy stick? And these little 3-bin crate things, there's some little minor electronics in there. And that one, there's like ground cover for the layout. And then just a junk one down there. Here I have blenders and a scale. So I use the blender for when I get leaves, dry leaves from outside, and then I can blend them up and then throw them on a layout. These green things are just catch-all. There's really no rhyme or reason, just so stuff ain't just thrown all over the floor. This one got markers in the top up here. That one, I think, is tattoo stuff mainly that's in there. And then down here is like small electronics. And this rack, so all this is ground cover. Anything that I do with the layout, ground cover. So it's ballast, grass, tree leaves, and all that stuff is here, along with my Dremel. Here's my airbrush compressor, and then all the spray paints that I typically use. Sometimes it gets a little much out here, but yeah, that's about it. Right here, cleaning supplies. Again, trash can. In the back there, I got a dollhouse that I'm working on. And that is really just when I am absolutely bored with working on anything else. So I started one of the walls and started distressing it. And everyone, I'm sure by this point, has seen one of those 3 level carts, right? So up top, there's all type of tools in here. This is the one that I mainly dig out of all the time. So like small pliers, small screwdrivers, wire cutters, everything that I constantly use is in this top one. And this is like just bigger tools that I don't use, some levels and bigger wire snips, all that stuff. And then down below, all my adhesives. So I got a bunch of different type of glues in here. Some of these are for wood, some of them for plastic, and some of them just for sticking stuff with, it doesn't matter what it is. And I got tape down in here. So everything adhesive is from here that way. Here I just keep buying brushes over and over. So there's a bunch of brushes under there, paint brushes. On that 3rd level, so this is for oil paints, and that's for acrylic paints. Just so I know which one to grab, because you don't want to mix up your paint brushes, because you got to clean them a certain way. Some, acrylics you clean with water, oils you need to clean with like mineral spirits or something like that. A lot of paint markers. My oil paints are under the paint markers. Sandpaper. So when I pull this out,